And we are live. Fantastic. So today I'm going to tie the butcher from the Pryce Tannatts book. Lovely pad. And I'm going to do a twist on it. Instead of Guinea fowl, I'm going to use Vulturine Guinea fowl. A bit nicer Hackle there. And yeah, let's start tying. So I'm going to change the camera angle so you actually see what I'm doing. Put it a bit closer. There we are. So I'm just gonna secure it. Sorry for the shaky stuff. And yeah, we are ready to start tying. I prepared the goat or the goat substitute in my case. So we're just gonna start from the beginning. So extra small oval silver tinsel. So I'm gonna attach that one in the back. And I want it to be, exactly above the barb. So I tie everything in here. And going back and make sure it's really secured. It's quite short though. It's sufficient to hold in hand. So I'm tying on a 4/0 hook. So I'm doing a smaller fly. So that means I'm going to stick with 3 turns of silver tinsel. So I'm just securing that one as well underneath the hook. There we go. Don't need much more. Maybe a little bit. Using it to even up the body. In this case, it doesn't matter. It's a seal fur body. But there we are. So I'm just going to use the nails to make it really tight. You see how it looks really good. And on this pattern, it's lemon colored floss. So instead of a gold one, I go with a much lighter one. Hey! Hi, Dave. Yeah, change of plans. Not everybody own their time themselves. People have kids and so on, so things needs to be prioritized. So that means I'm just doing another live. So today we're doing the butcher. So now I have the lemon silk attached here. So just tight wraps backwards. I really do like to do these lives. It's much more fun than regular videos. And there we go. Just tight wraps, moving forward. Maybe one more. There we are. Just tying that one in. And then securing it with a few turns with the thread. Don't need that much though. There we are. So, cleaning everything up. And I just noticed I had one fiber sticking out of the silk there, so I don't like that. So I'm just gonna remove it, hopefully. Yeah, that's okay. Now it's like gone. So going back again, even up the space between the hook and the tying point for the tail towards the silk. We don't want to have tails pointing to the sky, right? So just build up a bit of foundation. There we are. So, wax. I'm using a transparent wax since I don't want to color the silk. No, I don't do that, Dave. I need to get one. I don't have that stone or whatever it is. I might buy it in ASFI, Canada, in Calgary, Canada, if they have it. I've been too lazy to order one from eBay. Sometimes I just use if I have a soft scissor, I just use the edge and put some pressure on it. Tail's looking nice. Straight on. I just tie everything in. There we go. Tail's on. Might just turn it a little bit. There you see. Ta-da! So next step would be the Cotinga or the substitute I'm gonna use. Same here, doing the light wax. And beer. It's like 3 o'clock here, so it's allowed to have a beer. Normally, I never have beer when I'm trying, but today is I have a day off, or many days off actually. So let's have some fun while tying. So let's try to attach this one. It's a really soft stem, so I need to be a bit careful. So I just want to make sure it's end up where I want it. And that looks promising, I would say. So just cutting that one off. Then the same procedure. A bit more wax to the thread. Going back, and now it's time for the ostrich herl to be attached. So I have ostrich herl here. Just tying that one in. Just straightening up the hook. So I want to have some nice straight wraps. And there we go. So just going to tie in the herl. Just getting that out of the way. And then cut off the ostrich herl. There we go. So, nice progress. And waxing the thread, going backwards, and then it's time for the different tinsel to be attached. There we go. I'm gonna start with the twist. It's twisted tinsel, silver tinsel. And since it's a silver body, I don't really need to worry about it's taking, making an even body. Going back again, time to attach the flat silk, tinsel. There we are. So let's attach that one as well. Then we can start with the lovely body. Let me see. Where did that go? Let me redo that. Won't have control. Oh, the first one I ever tied. That's a good question, really. But I think it might have been the Thunder and Lightning. It's always been a pattern I really like. It's a good fishing pattern as well. So I think that must have been the case. Still looks okay. Going back with the thread again. Now it's time to attach some silver. Just reading the pattern though. Silver brown. The thing with the Thunder and Lightning it's fantastic. I think there's like 7 or 8 different versions of it. I even tied one with like a purple chenille and stuff. There is a huge difference between some of the Thunder and Lightning patterns. I think I have a few on my channel. If you want to look. Lady Caroline, yeah, that's a nice one as well. And a good pattern to fish with. So I start not too wide, because else you just hide the butt. The ostrich shell will just disappear if you add too much wool in the beginning. So I think it's pale blue claret. Okay, yeah. But before I add the pale blue, I was a bit quick there. Yeah. We need to have a body hackle. So I haven't doubled it, but what I will do, normally I double all my hackles, but I will just straighten it. It's much better to double it. So don't be lazy, do that. I forgot about it today. There we go. So I just spread it out, and then I tie it in. But before that, I'm gonna add some wax. Now I can have the black one for some way of the yellow silk. Come on. somewhere there. I'm not happy with that, so I'm gonna change that. Tie it in properly. I don't understand. How can you have an issue adding a hackle to a hook? Come on. There we go. Hi, Vortnick. So today it's a easier pattern, but a lovely pattern. Butcher. Just in case you didn't read the description. So pale blue. Come on. Let's add some pale blue here. Yeah, today we're doing a really, really nice fishing pattern. Butcher is it's nice. That's something I always have with me when I go fishing. Just a little bit more blue. So, and before I do anything with the hackle or tinsel or anything, I'm just gonna brush it out a bit. We are done with the blue. Now onto the claret one. Small bag of claret silver. This one still has it, the wood, the dried silver. I forgot to clean it up. So I'm just gonna throw it to the table and get it out. There we are. So claret silver. We also have the pattern description in the description of this live video, just in case you don't have it. So let's go claret. A bit more. There we are. Hi, Walter. Yeah, I got most of my viewers are from the States. It's just fantastic, the global reach, so to say. So, dark blue. Just adding a few wraps there. There we are. Adding some more. I like bushy silver bodies, just in case you're wondering. And I even gonna brush it out more. I wanted them to be fishy, you know. Now I have a bit room there. It's not 100% even size-wise though. It's okay. Now you see, starting to get, I don't even need a hackle really. But I'm gonna follow the pattern description. So we brushed it out, and we start with the flat tinsel first, always. Dubbing needle is always good to have handy as well, because you don't want to tie in the hackle so on. And then you can just move the seal fur as well. I don't want to decompress everything. So let's tie in the first one. Just gonna add a bit of wax to the thread as well. It's gonna help to secure the tinsel. So I have a long fiber I just want to remove first. There we go. Then the twisted tinsel, I'm just gonna follow the broad silver tinsel just behind it. There we go. It's gonna act as a protection to the stem of the hackle. And there we go. Tying it in. A few turns with the thread. And we cut it off. Time for the body hackle then. Since I didn't double it, I just need to turn it backwards for each wrap. But I want it to be in the right position and also not compressing too much seal fur. There we go. And let's just tie that stem in, secure it. And then just cut the leftover. As you see, I don't have that much room in the front. By purpose, really. I just want to have a few turns of yellow. There we go. And the twist this time is not normal Guinea fowl. This is a Volterine Guinea fowl. I think it looks much nicer. So I'm gonna use that as a front hackle. Just adding a bit of yellow. I think like 2 turns or something. Or maybe 3. There we go. So I'm gonna tie that one in. Yeah, I really like seal fur bodies. Yeah, when you brush them out a bit, they become very, very fishy. As you see, there's a few fibers there, extra long. Normally, I don't care, but you can cut them off, and now it's really fishy. So a bit more wax to the thread, and then a few turns of the Volterine Guinea fowl as the last front tackle of this one. So I think the smaller one will actually be enough. I don't want the hackle to be too long. And there we go. So just cutting the front off of the hackle. So let's see. Just folding everything backwards. And this hackle is gonna make the flight to pop a bit. And that's basically it. You don't need to add more. That will look just beautiful. So cutting off the stem. And then we can watch what we actually did. As you see, that little hackle from the Volterine Guinea fowl makes a huge difference. I think it was like 2 turns. But as you see, we got plenty in the top. So I'm just going to fold that left and right and make space for everything we need to put on it on top. I don't want the hackle to be in the way too much. Like that. Now it's clean on the upside, but plenty all around. So next step. This is a step I didn't really prepare, but it's the tippets. So Size-wise, that will work. Somewhere there. So I got one that is good to go. Just gonna cut the fibers off there. Just cleaning the table. I will need to find another one. Wrong side. So I'm just looking for a nice one who can pair up with the one I have on the table. But I think first of all I need to visit the men's room. 1 second, guys. Hold on. Oh, there we go. So now I can relax. So I just need to find a small one. As I mentioned, I have a lot of large ones here. That might do. I'm gonna see how they pair up. So this is the only step I haven't prepared. I think it can work. Just mark where I want to cut everything. Let's see if that will do it. Yeah, I put a pair of tippet, then a pair of the breast feather. I never go with a single feather. But it wouldn't do any difference for sure. So let me put those back. They're steamed at least, so need to keep them safe. So I'm just pairing the feathers so they are somewhat aligned. Let's just shorten the stem a bit. Moving back this one so we have some focus. Yeah, that will work. Just adding some wax to the thread. So time to tie them in. I tie them in full length since I'm thinking of doing a herl head on this one. And maybe skip the topping. I think that will look nicer. So I'm just gonna push down these hackles. I don't want them to interfere. There we are. So then just cutting the stems. Just want to make sure I cut the stem and not the gute. Then we have the breast feather of the golden pheasant to attach. Hi John, good morning. For me it's 3:40-ish. So it's a beer o'clock. Just a little bit to enjoy the vacation time. One breast feather. So I prepared a few. So I'm just gonna pair them up. Gonna see how large they are. And normally I wet this a bit because otherwise they're all over the place. Yeah, but now not too bad. Ow, sharp hook. So I think I can tie it in as it is. Don't need to do much about it. Waxing the thread. Yeah, not too shabby. Doing the same on the other one then. Might need to wet it a little bit. It's a bit wider. There we are. Both sides on. Hi David. How are you, buddy? Yeah, I know. Happy wife, happy life. Then that's how it is. So that's why I tie quite early in the day. Then I can go up and you know, I don't get that much minus points. So next step on this one is to add some teal. Yeah, not that bad. I'm gonna fish with this one. So teal time. Teal's on. And trying to do the same on my side. You never know. And of course it did twist. Crappy feathers. So I'm gonna do the opposite. Since I'm always fingering, my fingers are all over the place. And then I'm gonna cut the stem, which is in the way. Same here. I cut the stem immediately. Hopefully. There we go. Looks okay on both sides. However, this one is starting to climb a bit. Still looks okay. Just want to show you guys the teal is there. So depending on how I set the wing, we might not see it, but you guys know it's there. Yeah, it's easy day. You just add the feathers to the hook. But I kind of have cheated. I've done it for so many years. So most of the time, the feathers are my friend. There are a few situations when that's not the case. But yeah, let's don't jinx it. And I did a wing today. I did it live actually. So there's a live video of me just mounting, creating this single fiber wing. If you like to watch those things, then it's available, already uploaded. So let's see if we can attach this one then. think it's now when everything else turns to crap. Yeah. Yep, that's the case. Since I have so many layers of the tail feather of the golden pheasant, it doesn't really marry that well. So this one is going to be a bit tricky, but let's have faith. So I'm just going to align them again. If you practice tying, I've done a lot of. I've been tying on many fairs in Europe, in Ireland, and so on. And I think the last time I was on the Irish show in Galway, I did like 3 or 4 pop time during 2 days, not tying all the time. So you get used to produce and just put everything on. There you go. Oh, not that bad, huh? The pintail is still visible. Yeah, the gold is much easier to build wings with, but it's not that easy to obtain. I wish I had more gold. So what I'm trying to do here is to add the teal on my side to the wing. It doesn't really want that, but I think that's pretty okay. So I'm not going to mess with that too much. It's still a fishing fly, so I'm pretty happy with that. So let me see the next step. I think it's Mallard. Mallard shatter. I'm gonna skip the topping, and we're gonna do a herl head on this one, I think. Just gonna even out the wing a bit. There you are. Looking pretty nice, eh? Yeah, the trick with the golden pheasant is the tail feather. It dries up very quickly. So what you can do is you wash it a lot, just to reintroduce some moisture, and then it actually marries better. But I think in this wing I have maybe, in the top I have 3 or 4 fibers. Then in between I have, between the color sections, I have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's like seven fibers of golden pheasant in this wing. And yeah, it did work. Yeah, correct. Dried guinea tails. You know, the bags you get from vineyards when they are all twisted and so on. And what you need to do is, yeah, you put it in a bath over the night and really reintroduce the moisture. So, Mallard time. So one side, I'm just gonna make a selection here. Yeah, that would be sufficient. So I don't know if you guys know already, but I cut the mallard the opposite way, and then I rebend it to fit the other side, so to say. That's how I work with mallard and all these ghost or duck feather. So a section from the other side. There we are. So I'm gonna add your side first, guys. And I just want it to be a bit more on top. I think I need to loosen it a bit to get there. Now, didn't turn out that well. So I'm gonna change. It's twisting. And I think I'm gonna add a few turns with the wax thread on the wing, just to make sure that one is where I want it. And I have a fiber here that's not playing my game, so I'm gonna remove that one. There we are. Yeah, correct. You always do the opposite on ducks, but it's not it's not easy. Yeah? So let me see if I need to take out some new duck or if I have some nice. This one. But that's the wrong side. So I want to have that side. Let me try this one then. Well, it doesn't really hold up in the end, so I don't like that. You see, when I push it a bit, it splits. Not really happy with that. So let me see if I can find the other pieces. Otherwise, I just take a new one. Oh, if I can reach that. There we are. So these duck feathers I buy from Ireland, from the Irish duck. The Irish plucker. In my opinion, they have one of the best ducks or Mallard. I buy them in XL from them. Great stuff. And I think they also have like a good cause for their material, like army vets or something. So I'm just preparing another feather. Might be too broad, but let's have a look first. So I'm just wetting just a little bit there. There we are. So I just need to repeat that on my side. Now this one looks a bit boring. Maybe I should take a new one again. I want them to look equal good. Just reading the chat. I just love how you have a nice conversation there, just talking about fly tying. It's just great. Great stuff. So I might save this one for later and then use a section here, which I think looks nicer. There we go. Mallard still okay there. And on my side there. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. That's fishable. So what we got left is to add some nice pita on the sides. And then a wool head. So I'm going to wax the thread. Then attach those feathers as well. So I start with my side. Just want it to be in the correct angle. There we go. Notice the mallard slipping down a bit here, but that's not a biggie. And there we are. So now it's just all about the wool head. Oh, sorry, herl head. Come on. So I'm going to varnish a little bit. There we are. So I'm going to let it dry for a few minutes. Now, what did I do? So I need to change the position of this one. Now it looks better. One side, other side. That looks fishy to me. What do you guys think? Is it okay? Yeah, hi on. It's not bad, eh? So I'm gonna start to cut away everything in front. And then I will see if I have sufficient room for a wool head or not. Oh, herl head. And if not, I will just do a varnished head. Just cleaning up a bit. There we are. Let's try a herl head. It looks a bit... I don't think I can manage a herl head on this lump. So I think I'm gonna do a normal varnished head. So I'm gonna add some more wax to the thread then and start to form the head, so to say. Yeah, this is gonna be good. And I make it like a big antique head. I don't really like the modern one needle small heads. Should be robust. It's a bit more wax to the thread. And then I can start to finish off. There. There we go. And a bit of varnish. Dave! Horns! No, forget about horns. I forgot them. It's a variation. You're always too late. You need to remind me earlier. There we go. And I even had that on the table, all the horns. But it's not too late. Let's add the horns. I don't want to disappoint you, Dave. Len David. So let's add the horns. No cheating. Just taking out the Macaw. Yeah, that one had long ones. And that has long ones. So I'm just gonna look for the right ones. There we are. Somehow when you almost done tying, you start to forget things because you think, oh, now it's just the head left. So let's tie in the horns. Wax thread, of course, else you don't do any horns. Mm. So this side as well, then. Horns on. Thanks a lot, David. Yeah, that means a lot, because I'm not a big friend of horns, but they do look nice. I know. Or not that I put them on nice, but it's a nice contrast to the fly. So now we're just going to cut that off. There we go. Just need to move them a millimeter or so. And this one is going to be completely mixed after a few casts in the river. So then it's going to look super antique. Just cover the what do you call it? Yeah, everything, so I can start to build the head. Now it's really just head cement, or I use varnish, of course. So same procedure, just securing the thread. Oops. Put one on the top as well. There we go. Nice and tight. So that's basically butcher. I did it very, like huge curve in the front, but that one is really going to push the water. I think it looks nice. So now I just varnish everything, let the first layer dry. Add first a clear varnish. When it's dry, I add a black varnish, because then the black doesn't spread out. It stays in the same location as where you did the clear one. It will not soak up in your feathers. So that's it, guys. A quick butcher. Well, quick, 1 hour and 16 minutes. Let me change the camera angle. Hey. Hello, guys. So, Beast of a Fly. And yeah, that's basically what I intended to tie today. Got a new one tomorrow, alive. I don't know which pattern. And yeah, it's a big bull nose, yeah. But I like to do that when I don't have a topping on. Tomorrow, gonna be another live. I don't know which pattern. I have like you can comment in either the community chat or in the next scheduled video for tomorrow which pattern you wish me to tie. And the one with the most wishes will be the pattern I select to do. So if you already haven't put your wishes in, then do it. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. Much appreciated. And have a lovely day. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow if you have time. Bye.